So you may have just picked up your iPhone 16 Pro or iPhone 16 Pro Max, and you might be trying to figure out how to use this beautiful phone. Now, first of all, you made a beautiful decision for picking up this device. It's probably one of the best phones you can buy in the market right now, and I'll show you exactly how to use this particular device. Now, starting off with the outside, whether you get the iPhone 16 Pro or iPhone 16 Pro Max, you're getting a fairly large display on the front. It's either 6.3 inches or 6.9 inches, respectively, and it's a beautiful panel. At the very top, you're getting your dynamic island, which basically doubles as a pop-up notification view, which is really, really cool. You're getting very thin bezels all throughout your iPhone, which looks beautiful. There's like barely any bezel on this thing, which looks really nice. If you flip this thing to the left side, you're basically getting your two volume buttons right here, and you're getting your action button right at the very top. So those things are really cool because this is an action button. It doubles as a ringer on-off switch, and it's customizable. I'll show you how to customize that later in the settings. Up top, you're not getting really anything. At the bottom, you're getting a USB Type-C port. So this is where you can charge your iPhone. So you plug in USB Type-C and plug it in here. You can also display things out if you have a monitor that supports USB-C. On the right side, this is a new camera button that you now have. So you can click on this thing to quickly open up the camera. You can also hold it down to go and record video and so many other things. I'll show you how to demonstrate that later on. You have your power button here, which doubles as a Siri and Apple Intelligence button. That's kind of it on the sides. On the back side, you're basically getting your camera. So this is your triple camera setup right up here, your LiDAR sensor, which is really cool. You're getting your MagSafe capability here if you have a MagSafe charger or MagSafe accessories. Those things will be supported there. And you have wireless charging on your iPhone, IP certification, so it's pretty much kind of waterproof. And yeah, it's a pretty durable phone too, but I would recommend putting a case and a screen protector on your phone as soon as you buy it. That's one of the best tricks I would recommend any single iPhone owner to use, is to throw those things on your iPhone. Now, to turn on your iPhone, you have a few different ways. You can, if you're turning it on for the first time, hold down the power button on the side, to the right side, turn it on and go through your setup. If you're coming from a previous iPhone, it's pretty straightforward, but even if you're not coming from a previous iPhone, it's a pretty straightforward process. Now, when you actually boot up your iPhone, after going through the setup, you can turn on your iPhone by looking at it. So when you look at it, it'll go and turn it on. If you have it off, you can also go and tap on the display to turn it on, or you can go ahead and basically tap on the power button. Now on your lock screen, this is what the lock screen will look like for every single person out there. So in the top left, you'll see your cell service provider and other information. And if it's on ringer on off, it'll go and show you that there too. You have your control center at the very top right, which I'll demonstrate that in a second. You have your date and your time right in the center here too, which is really cool. You'll have any notifications that come up, it'll show up right here, and you can tap on the notifications to go and get into that application. You have your toggles at the bottom too, which are customizable. And if you want to, you can hold down on your lock screen like this to actually get into your customized panel. And from here, you can click on the customize button right here, and you can then actually get into your customizing, option here. So here you can go and tap into your lock screen if you want to, and you can customize all sorts of things on your iPhone 16 Pro or 16 Pro Max. You can change your date and time, options. You can change your wallpaper background if it's customizable, and you can change these toggles at the bottom too. I'd recommend for you to have fun with it. It's a very cool thing that we have here, and it came within the last version or two versions of iOS, and it's been getting better and better every time. Now to get into your home screen, you can swipe up from the very bottom, and it will make you just basically come into your home screen. Whenever you swipe up from any application, it will bring you back here, and I'll show you more gestures in a second, but just swipe up and you'll always come back to your home screen. Now at the top, your status bar stays the same. Your applications and widgets here are all stuck here. Your dock will always stay consistent, and you have your spotlight search button right here. So if you go through your different pages of your home screen, the dock always stays the same, but these apps are fully movable. You can move them wherever you want to. Same thing with widgets, and you can hide applications as well. So if I don't like this calendar widget, I can hold it down and I can move it to a different page if I want to. Let's say I want to move it here or here, I can drag and drop it and move it there. And let's say I move it here, right? But let's say I want to remove it. I can also click on the minus button right here, click remove, and I can remove those particular applications. And these applications can be moved anywhere on the display now, which is really cool. And if you want, you can tap on the top left edit button right here, click on customize, and you can make these applications smaller or larger here, and you can even tint them different colors. So it's something really cool. That's a new feature on iOS 18, and we have that type of capability here. Now you have your applications here that come stock, but you can move these around too, but they just stay basically the same thing here. If you click on the search button here, it'll bring you into Spotlight Search, and you can basically go through and search for applications or different things all throughout your iPhone. You can also swipe down here to get into that same exact panel. You can also swipe all the way to the end to get into your folders of all your applications you have on your iPhone. You can swipe down and see all the apps that you have here too. So if you're looking for a certain app, you can search for the app library here. And at the core, that's pretty much a lot of stuff that you can modify within your iPhone. Now, if you swipe up a little bit, you'll come back to your home screen. Now, if you swipe up from the top left, you'll get into your notification drawer. So it looks just like your lock screen. All your notifications will show up right here. If you swipe back up, but if you swipe down in the top right corner, you'll get into your new control center. This is new within iOS 18. So these are your quick toggles. You can turn on your Wi-Fi, turn it on or off, your Bluetooth, same exact thing. You can modify your brightness and sound. You have different pages within your control center as well, which you can modify as well. And you can modify really whatever you want to here by clicking the plus button in the top left corner. So let's demonstrate that again. Click on the plus button in the top right corner. You can move these control center toggles wherever you want to. You can even add a control panel or control center by tapping onto this button right here. And then you can go through and add a new control center toggle here if you want to. If you want screen mirroring, you can tap it here and add that one here too. And you can even delete them by clicking on this minus button here as well. So you have a lot of customizing here you can do too, which is a really, really cool thing. And once again, you can swipe up and swipe up again to come back home. Now, a lot of these applications are pretty self-explanatory. You can tap on an application here to get into it. Messages is text messaging app. Apple Music is a music listening application. The App Store is where you download an app. But let's say you're in an application, and let's say you hop into a certain application like this. Let's say you wanted to go back to the previous page. Well, instead of having to close out of the app and deal with it, you have two things. There's usually a back button in an application, or if there's not, you can also drag this side of the screen to come back to your main page. And you can do this over and over and over again. So as you use the phone, you'll see kind of how to demonstrate it. You just go back. You can also swipe forward in some applications too, but not all of them are supported. If you want to go back to the previous application you were in, you can drag this bar right here and you could drag it to the previous app. So all the apps that you have in the background that are stored in memory, you can swipe between, which is just like this. So instead of having to go back to the home screen every time, if the application's already in memory, you can swipe with this little bar at the bottom in between the applications, which is a really cool thing. You can also go through, swipe up a little bit, and get into your recents panel. So these are all the applications that you have inside of your iPhone home screen right now. You can swipe out of these apps if you want to close them, which is really convenient. But it is a really, really cool thing that we have the capability of doing here. And if you ever want to, you can, again, open up an app, open it up like this, close it, and that is an option that you have right there. Now, on the iPhone 16s and 16 Pros, we have this new camera button that's on the right side. So if you click on this camera button, it'll go ahead and open up the camera. Now, you can go ahead and take a photo with this camera button if you want to. So you can click on this camera button to actually take a photo. You can also zoom in and out by actually swiping up and down on this camera button, just like this. So if you want to, you can just continue to zoom in just like with this camera. You can also zoom out with it as well. And it really is a super awesome thing that we have the capability of doing here. So you can kind of mess around with this whichever way you want to, because it is a really awesome thing. You can also hold down on the camera button right here to start recording video. Now, if you let go, it'll stop recording, but you can still zoom in and zoom out with your screen right here, which is another really cool thing that you have the option of doing here. And once again, once you're done with that, you can swipe back up and you'll come back to your home screen. Now, like I said, a lot of stuff within your iPhone is pretty self-explanatory, so the more you use it, you'll just kind of figure it out. But one last thing I want to show you is the settings application. This is one of the most important apps you're going to use all the time. If you ever want to modify anything within your settings, you can always make your way over to your search button here, and you can search for things within your settings app. So if you're ever looking for anything or anything like that, you can search for it here. You can also click on the cancel button up here, and you can just swipe through all these different types of toggles that you have within your screen. You have your Wi-Fi, Bluetooth stuff, control center toggles if you want to change it, your action button, which is the action button right here. You can go and modify that here and change it to silent mode, or you can have it to open up the camera, or all these other things here too. You can modify that whichever way you want to. Your display and brightness, Siri, Apple Intelligence, when that comes out in the future, that will show up right here. App Store, and all your applications are stored into this little apps panel at the bottom. So one thing I want to show you though, every single iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max owner should do this right now, is to make your way over to your general settings. So tap into here. Get familiar with this area. There's a lot of general settings that you should probably get used to. But right here where it says software update, tap into software update, and I would highly recommend every single person to update your iPhone as soon as you buy it. This is one of the most crucial things you can do because this will go ahead and make sure that your iPhone that you're using is up to date and it's going to have the most recent version of security updates and bug fixes and all those things. And that is one of the most important things I could recommend every single person to go ahead and do. So that is at the core how you pretty much use your iPhone 16 Pro or iPhone 16 Pro Max. It's a beautiful iPhone. It's going to last you for a very long time. But like I said, please put a case on your phone and put a screen protector on your phone. That's one of the most important things you can probably do for your investment of this expensive device. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.